Connected.
I'm SJ. I'm AJ, and we the Connected Experience. Hey, bro, what's the Connected Experience? The Connected Experience is where we take like-minded individuals, put them in a room together, connect them. We start the conversation. Sometimes we might have a word of the episode.
Sometimes we might have a book of the episode.
Sometimes we might not connect nobody but you, the listener and viewer, with the person who on the show or people where we want to be connected with. So what we advise you to do is just sit back and press play and view the Connected Experience.
Stay tuned. I want for my brother what I want for myself.
Gia.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's comedian TK Kirkland, aka T to the motherfucking K. And when I'm in Detroit, you already know what it is. I listen to the Connected Experience. You should too. The blocking Baby has always treated me good. A gentleman named Ron Burr introduced me to Baby.
Yeah.
Baby and us all hit it off, and then they took me on the tour. We did ball the blocking. Baby came in the dressing room, paid me cash money.
Yeah.
Love that shit. Thank you, Baby.
Yeah, good
and he's
story.
also in my special too, my Netflix special.
That dropped the same day as the album, right?
No, I moved it. I'm dropping the special now in February.
Okay.
Because I wanted the album to breathe by itself, have its own lane. Because the album, the Gangsta Conversation album, going to hurt a lot of motherfuckers' feelings, dog.
But that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. So why comedy? Like, so after you get into comedy by mistake, but what made you say, like, this is it? Like, I'm fucking with this.
Well, I use comedy as a forefront. I was a hustler. I worked with Junior Mafia out of Philadelphia, but I still was a connect in the street. So comedy was a front that I would come into certain cities, be the plug for a lot of people, drop shit off, make sure things got taken care of, boom, get on the next flight. So it was a good cover for me to do stand-up. But then I started getting real good at stand-up, and it was safe, and I started making a lot of money. So all the street stuff I had to leave behind so I won't end up in the motherfucking pen.
Right. So the 1980s crack era, and it was also like the introduction of gangster rap. How do you feel like that affected the community?
Yeah, it affected the community a lot because people were truly influenced by gangster rap. And what made me realize that when Lil Wayne, when Easy and us and Ice Cube, we was in Omaha, Nebraska, and I saw all the guys with the red scarves and the blue scarves knowing what South Central was like. And I was like, these motherfuckers don't know what gang banging is all about. I felt like it was an influence from what they saw from the videos back in that day.
Right. So how did you get with Suge Knight? Like, how was you introduced?
Suge used to be my bodyguard. You know, when I was on tour with NWA, he was my bodyguard and the DLC bodyguard. And then Suge got lucky, snatched up Vanilla Ice, got some money from him. Then he snatched up, he fucked with one of my other street dudes named Harry O from the streets. Harry O gave him 1.5 to start Death Row.
Right.
And bam, the rest is history.
Right. So, like, how you feel how they played Suge with that sentence? Like,
Well, he
you know,
did the right thing because they was gunning for his ass.
So you think he should have took the 28?
Yeah, he had to take the 28. If he took the trial, see, one thing what people don't understand, at least he has a release date. The jails are going to be overcrowded. He's not going to do the whole 28. He did 3.
Right.
He'll probably be out in 7 to 9.
Right.
He won't do the whole 28.
Yeah, we had flew to LA, interviewed his son. Like, his son real cool, Suge Knight Jr. But that's a bad blow to hear that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because he thought he was coming home, because we like had conversations like he thought he was coming home.
Oh no, I knew he wasn't coming home. Anybody with motherfucking common sense would know because they had already stopped him from. He couldn't have no phone calls.
Right.
He couldn't have no visitors because Sugar's a great manipulator. You saw what he did to the attorneys. The attorneys and them motherfuckers bribing witnesses and shit. Them motherfuckers got locked up.
Right, I think they did. They hit Suge with what I call the OJ. You know what I'm saying? Once we can get you, we gonna get you for whatever. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
but he left a trail for them to get you.
Yeah.
And like when you go through life and you don't think it's gonna be no motherfucking consequences.
Yeah.
You got to know when you're in the streets that you only have so many motherfucking tries. Either you're dead or you end up in the pen.
Right.
And that's just the way it is.
So what we doing is we having a gangster conversation. So let's talk about the album you got coming out, which is called A Gangster Conversation.
Yeah. Gangster conversation is just, in another term, I'm going to be in your motherfucking face. That's what gangster conversation is. It's to hurt your feelings through comedy.
Yeah.
It's to teach you about spiritual through comedy. It's to teach you about how to have your money together, men and women, so you can be qualified to date one another.
Yeah.
Most people date, but not qualified to be with each other.
I'm gonna tell you the coldest shit. When we saw you in Ohio, it was this white couple sitting like right in the front, and they just had started dating. And you like asked her some questions,
Right.
like, "Did you bring him here?" So basically, she brought him here. She bought his drinks and shit. And when we left out, they was arguing in the parking lot, and that
Is
bitch
that
was like,
right?
"It's gonna be okay." And we was like, "See, that's the shit he was."
Yeah, I have
talking about.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
People hit me all the time. Like, I broke up with my bitch in the parking lot because she wasn't raised right.
Yeah.
I got women hitting me talking about, I broke up with my nigga. But that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to break people up.
Yeah.
If you ain't got your shit together,
You shouldn't be with
you
nobody.
shouldn't be with nobody.
Yeah, that's 100% true, man. And that's anybody because like we be I mean, I'm married, right?
Right.
But me and my wife practice polygamy and shit, right? So what we notice is a lot of motherfuckers feel like they want to get adopted, and we like, no, we got our shit together. Like, you're not one of our children.
That's right,
You feel what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
We do it for like wealth and just like because she don't want to have no kids and
Right.
shit. I don't have to cheat on her. We can find
Right.
somebody you can have a kid for.
Right.
Your baby go get taken care of. You with
Right.
us and shit. But motherfuckers just like really think like you supposed to adopt them and shit. Is like no.
So you're not fucking? You and your wife not fucking?
Yeah, we fucking yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
she don't
They
want no
got
more
kids.
kids. We
They
got
already got
2
kids.
kids.
Oh, okay.
Pregnancy's just hard on her. So
Okay,
we know
right.
that. So
Okay.
we realize that. So we like shit. We could just practice polygamy.
But what you
Right.
doing wanting more kids, nigga?
I mean, it's a possibility. You understand what I'm saying? I
Right.
still ain't got no son.
But that doesn't mean you practice.
No, we do
polygamy.
practice
So
polygamy.
you're not fucking.
No, we are fucking.
What's your definition of polygamy?
I can marry other women. You feel me?
So you're a player within the family. Nigga, talk some real shit. That went over my head for a minute. I ain't been to college in a long time. Like, what the fuck, polygamy? Y'all not fucking? So you can fuck out the house.
Yeah, I mean-
nigga, that's some fly shit,
You feel
nigga.
what I'm saying?
Yo, you would never think you could pull something off like that because you look like
Yeah,
just a
cool,
nice,
nigga.
like the nice, smooth, innocent guy.
Yeah, that's how it works.
deceive you.
Yo, that's
how it
some
work. You
fly
feel what I'm
shit.
saying?
See,
Shout
there
out to Eb, I
people
love
think
you.
that now. So if you look at me, they're like, "Oh, TK, that's what he want."
Yeah,
Look at this nigga. You would never think no shit like that. This some smooth shit, dog.
Don't let the glasses fool you.
Yeah, congratulations,
Yeah.
brother. You got teeth to the motherfucking K. Who raised you, nigga? That's what I'm talking
You
about.
feel what I'm saying?
So let's talk about I got a cousin in jail. He fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And we told him you was coming on the show, so he asked me to ask you a question.
Yeah.
He wanted to ask you, how do you feel about the way that they trying to make the black male homosexual in all these movies and TV shows and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's a sad thing. That's like I'm going to do a movie in about 2 years because I want to bring back that man shit
Yeah.
back in the day. You know, like the John Shaft and I'm
the
talking about the
JD's
real
Revenge.
Shaft.
You see
Yeah,
that?
real
Yeah.
niggas, yo, and Jim Brown on the motherfuckers in the movie. And nobody is understanding. It's good that you brought that up because it's even trickled down to the NBA, how our Afro Americans as they walk into the building with these motherfucking purses and shit
and capri pants
and
on.
capri pants and all that and. It has to come to a point that it has to stop. You don't see no disrespect. We're not going to compete with white people because that's what you hear all the time. You don't see white people doing that. We got to stop that because we always look to them for
Like
acceptance.
validation. Yeah, like
validation.
that,
Like
yeah,
fuck
like-
them niggas.
yeah, well-
But my point is, we got to stop it.
Yeah.
You know, you got to stop.
And
Like I'm
another-
in my little sweats, but it ain't no super tight type shit. You know, you can find nothing else to wear. This the shit has come down to. So
Right,
long as I'm fly and I got some paper, I'm good to the motherfucker.
So back to Jersey City. You got brothers and sisters. Like, what was
All
going up like?
deceased. Yeah, my brother got murdered by the cops. My youngest brother died of kidney failure. My dad drowned. My mom died of cancer. So all this happened before I was 40.
That's like on Life when he read that letter. You ever see that?
Right. Yeah. So you know, I'm able to live with it. You know,
Yeah.
so it is.
So
what
you
it
the
is.
oldest in the family now. So you just
There is no family.
No, I'm saying
only
like
I was the
you
middle.
and your kids.
Yeah, it's just me and my kids.
And how many kids you got?
I have 5.
Any boys?
2 boys. No, 3 boys and 2 girls.
And what's the age ranges on the kids?
30 to 10 years old.
30.
Your oldest son is 30.
God damn, we 36, bro.
Yeah. I'm almost 60.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just look young.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm almost 60.
See, we look young too, and we say we look young.
No.
Yes, we do. You did not think it was 36.
I didn't think. I thought you was older. I thought you about 45, 46.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
No, not that old. You know what I'm saying? But that's because niggas never been
of your-
haters, man.
No, because of your shoulders. Look at you. That's your shoulder strength. Like your shoulders is up, right? Like when niggas get old, something about shoulder strength. Like I've never seen niggas young. Shoulders is just straight.
Straight out.
Like niggas like you got football pads on.
But look, so high school sports, you was just a track star, or did you
Track
play?
and football.
Track and football.
Yeah.
What position did you play?
Defensive end and corner.
Yeah.
I like cracking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the current state of the NFL?
Jake Prince coming at you live and in living color, and you rocking with the Connect experience.
You had a story in the book about where you had found the guy stealing and you gave him an opportunity to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Obviously, he didn't tell the truth, but if he would have told the truth, how would the relationship have been after that?
Well, you know, I believe when a man square up, that man can somewhat be trusted moving forward. A man that want to continue to lie is a deceitful man moving forward. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. And you know, I extended that invitation to the homie because I wanted to know, and he wanted to stick with a lie. And you know, he reaped the benefit of a lie.
Right. You talk a lot in the book too about like how everything started to change when you wrote your goals down. This is actually a goal of ours, right? There was a few people that we wanted to sit with before we started podcasting, so this is how we meet them. You actually was on our list, right? So we started podcast to do an interview with a rapper named Eshawn. He big in the city, big independent.
I remember.
And then, we was like, who else would we want to talk to? We was like, we want to talk to Jay Prince, and then we was like, but why would Jay Prince talk to anybody? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you dropped the book. So talk about how important writing your goals down is.
Oh man, it's a powerful thing to write a goal down and dream. You know what I mean? That's why I named the book The Art and Science of Respect, because when you're dealing with that art, you're dealing with an imagination, you're dealing with a dream, artistically, or something you may want. And then the science side of it is, you know, the ingredients and different things that go into that art. You know what I mean? Which at the end of the day, like we're doing right now, y'all dreamed it, and then it took a setup, you know what I mean, a structure of getting me here, and at the end of the day, it's gonna be respected because we're doing a great interview.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
appreciate that. We
Yeah.
appreciate that. So the acknowledgments, I listened to
Yeah.
the acknowledgments, and it was through listening to rap a lot. You always hear Jay and Chief, and then in the acknowledgments, you
Chief
said,
wants to follow.
yeah, you say that Big Chief was like one of your most trusted people or whatever. Like, how did that relationship come about? Because you said he quit his job to roll with Rap a Lot, right?
Yeah. Chief came to me at a moment when things was low. You know what I mean? And when I say low, that was one of the moments when I walked away from, the streets. And the brother had a good job at the waterfront, but he definitely committed. He let it be known, I want to ride with you, and he did. And he, I entrusted him with a lot of money, a lot of different things, and never have one penny came up short. He just rode and represented to the fullest.
Okay. And so y'all still got a great relationship today. Another person that we just know from reading the credits and stuff is Red Boy. So like talk about y'all relationship a little bit.
Yeah, Red Boy, another homie that's from the hood, from Fifth Ward, and he's a guy I'm real proud of because I seen him like evolve from ground level zero until he working with Mayweather right now, running his whole situation. So it's a lot of homies, a lot of people that I was able to share my journey with that has evolved to millionaires and evolved to just great people, man.
Right. So during those 7 years, that 7-year transition that you decided to lead the game and come into corporate America, you was having problems, like all type of problems, but then you start like having problems with the government, and they put like 2 rogue agents on you. And the reason I'm talking about this is because there's a lot of conspiracy theorists out that don't think people do stuff like this. Yeah. But Freeway Ricky Ross, our uncle, so we know in real life that this type of stuff happens. Yeah. So could you talk about how that night they told you to pull over into the dark parking lot? Like, did you feel you already knew if you pulled over that was gonna be it, or did you sense more like once you didn't pull over there?
Yeah, well, the way that went was these guys had been like getting at a lot of the homies that worked for me, pulling them over, jumping on them, taking them to the station, cavity searching them, sending threats to them, what they gonna do to me, and all of this kind of stuff. So that night, around 2 or 3 in the morning when I pulled off, I got a special movement. I moved with a few homies, and we got structure. It's understood, how we roll. They put a DPS officer on me. It was the first time that I had been stopped and then asked to stop again somewhere else by an officer. Yeah. You know what I mean? This dude stopped me on the freeway, then asked me to exit the freeway and pull over into a McDonald's where it was black dark. And, I didn't think much of it, at that moment, because I'm thinking, okay, McDonald's, maybe it's a lighted, parking lot or whatnot. So when I pulled over and I looked to the right, and he told me pull fucking over.
Pull over there.
Through his, that speaker thing. And I looked over and I saw a Jeep and a Cutlass. So I pointed, said, no, I'm going over here. You know what I mean? Because I saw a Shell gas station that was lit up. So I pulled over and went over to that Shell gas station, and the dude got out, why you didn't fucking pull over? I say, sir, I didn't want to think you was trying to harm me in that dark, and I didn't want you to think I was trying to harm you. What's the problem?
Right.
Oh, you were swerving. So right then I peep game, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times when they don't have no reason to stop you, they say you swerving. I said, you got the wrong man. I said, I don't drink, I don't smoke. Ain't no reason for no swerve to be in my, steering wheel, and I'm not sleepy. And at that time, he asked me to get out, get out the car. No, he asked me where my guns were. I say, my guns down here under my seat and my hands on my steering wheel.
Right.
So he asked me to get out. I got out the car, and, I seen his eye contact from across the street, which eventually led to one of the officers by the name of Chad Scott, the one that has been indicted today with 13 indictments. He came over, the dude had like black football paint on his eyes and a army suit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why is this dude talking to this dude? You know what I mean? I'm trying to put it all together. And to make a long story short, he came and wrote me a warning ticket and let me go. But when I got home, I'm confused because I'm like, these dudes trying to pull me in that dark.
Yeah.
What was they trying to do to me over there in that dark? And when I added it all up, I came up with, it wasn't nothing good.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So when you mention those names, the song that really stick out to me is Scarface "Look Into My Eyes," because he say I can't get no sleep because Schumacher's been chasing me, and he talk about so much stuff. Even how you said your guns was under the floor mat. I kind of hate that you said that because that's where I used to keep my gun. Now that you said that, everybody go be breaking in cars. That's what they looking at. You know what I'm saying? But how much of Scarface music is actually based on your stories? Because I know that's why you transitioned to Ghetto Boys and flipped them around to say, hey, here go the dope stuff, make it rhyme. And as we start listening, Jesse James, we know that's about you. He, of course, Scarface said that, but a lot of stuff that we now go back and listen to in Scarface music is actually about James Prince. So how much of that is about you?
Well, I never done a measuring tool on how much is it, but I definitely was an inspiration in some of Faith's writing, but by no means do I want to take credibility away from Faith, because Faith's dope.
Yeah,
But,
he definitely top 5, and people don't like to place him there because he's from Houston.
Yeah, but definitely, he and I together is doper.
Yeah.
So at one point, like with the younger generation, I don't know if they was like catching on to Rap a Lot, and then you signed Juvenile and Know Your Clap come out. Like, what did that do for Rap a Lot? Because besides Mind Playing Tricks, that got to be the biggest Rap a Lot song ever played on the radio. Know Your Clap, when that came out, that had the whole world going crazy.
Yeah, it definitely was a nice one. You know what I mean? I don't know if it fall in line for the second one, but that was a song that actually was a solo song for it wasn't Skip, it's the other Wacko.
Yeah.
And we had a meeting one night after something. I heard that song, and I'm like, hey man, I need all y'all to kick a verse on this song.
Yeah.
It's the one. So that's how that song came to fruition. You know what I mean? I got everybody to be on that song, and yeah, it definitely added to our credibility as well.
Okay, so one of our biggest debates is being Rap a Lot fans and brothers. It's the Ghetto Boys with Big Mike and the Ghetto Boys with Willie D. What album would you have to pick to represent the Ghetto Boys besides We Can't Be Stopped? Because we know like that's what put it over the top.
Yeah, I definitely would start with the We Can't Be Stopped, and from there, I would have to go to that On That Other Level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On that other level of the game. But Big Mike, what he done? One Ghetto Boys album, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was dope, but by no means was he his album better than the original Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to the Ghetto Boys, the chemistry musically with Willie D facing Bill, it just meshed better for me.
But the song that stand out the most with Big Mike, Crooked Officer. Like,
Yeah.
I can't hear Willie D on that song, whether he was a Ghetto Boy or not. Like that's be the debate. I'm like, Willie D couldn't have did that, but then Big Mike couldn't have did Point of No Return in '96. So it kind of balanced out. You know what I'm saying?
So you got a chapter that stood out also, Pennywise, Dollar Dumb, and you mentioned that athletes and rappers are actually caught up in this. Could you explain that, how the chapter go in the book?
Yeah, I mean, that Pennywise, Dollar Dumb, was actually, written about a situation with Swisher House.
Yeah.
And of course, I wanted it not to criticize Swisher House, but I wanted the future, the youth, to know, to not be afraid to embrace their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I felt like that was a situation where I offered the greater deal, you know what I mean, but yet and still it was embraced because of, another color. I'm gonna just be real.
Yeah.
And that came turn around and bite them in the ass, in a major way. So I was putting it out there because of that more so than anything.
Okay.
And let's talk about Larry Hoover, if you don't mind. Now, coming from the background me and my brother come from, we was gangbanging at one point, so it's King Larry, you know what I'm saying? So when you did that interlude with Larry Hoover, and then years later.
So I'm AJ.
I'm SJ.
And thank you for watching The Connected Experience. Make sure you subscribe, rate, pass it on to your friends, and double back and listen to all the audio because it's available wherever you listen to your podcast. And once again, I want for my brother what I want for myself.
Digital Soapbox News. You heard it here first. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment.